Make no mistake, the fight of the year is here. It is Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena. This beats out Poatan and Ankalaev. This beats out Hamzat and Dricus du Plessis, obviously, in hindsight. This is a 29-year-old Jack Della Maddalena taking on just as prime, 34-year-old actually, Islam Makhachev. Islam looks enormous. Islam has found the creatine. We're going to get to see creatine Islam. That's interesting. Versus champion Jack Della Maddalena. I mean, it's sick. It's a sick fucking fight. I run a bets channel where I generally give out my 3 favorite bets. And for UFC 315, Belal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena, one of my favorite bets, I think it was lock of the night, was Jack Della Maddalena money line. He was like a 2.5 to 1 dog to the champ Belal Muhammad. And everybody's thinking Belal Muhammad's just going to out wrestle this dude. He's been out wrestling everybody. He's going to come in there and just ragdoll Jack Della Maddalena. But I didn't think so, because Jack Della Maddalena's defensive wrestling is different. Look at the way he down blocks. Look at the way he level changes when other people level change. He does it together with you. Makes it very hard to access his hips, much less his legs. He's got great stand-ups. If you look, he was underneath Gilbert Burns, and the way he popped up was tremendous. The information is out there available for anybody who wants to see it. Hopefully the Dagestani ego isn't too big to watch the tapes for them, because I certainly have checked out Just Stand Up by Craig Jones, who has gone out there and is doing another camp now with Jack Della Maddalena as he prepares for Islam Makhachev. Craig did the camp with Volkanovski in that first fight where Islam had a lot of trouble grappling with Volk. Craig shows how to stand up by giving your back. And Jack Della Maddalena is one of, if not the best in the UFC at it. He does a great job keeping his elbows into his hips, hand fighting, just getting off that fence and getting back to doing what he does best. Jack Della Maddalena is a 1-of-1 striker. His stance switching is a whole other level. By the way, Belal Muhammad switches stance as well too. But Jack Della will throw and then he switches stances. He does it both ways, but he is so fluid and smooth and throws such good combinations that he just stands out. And he's got a little bit of pop. Jack Della doesn't have one punch KO power, but what he's got is this ability to throw combos and cut you off, an ability to set traps, an ability to stay with constant pressure, yet head always on a swivel, yet feet always moving, yet levels always changing. His knees are always bending. He is very, very special when it comes to punching, when it comes to boxing, and he puts combinations on people. 2 to the body, comes upstairs, goes back down to the body, comes upstairs again. I have combinations in my phone that's just the Jack Della combo list, and it's pretty elaborate. Jack Della combos, boom. Jack Della combos, and I got them written down here, okay? This is him from Southpaw. This is him versus Belal. And this is him versus Belal Orthodox, him versus Belal Southpaw. I'm telling you guys, I study Jack Della Maddalena striking in depth. I'm a believer, not a trace out of my mind, that he's the best striker at 170. Okay. Now you got Islam Makhachev. Pound for pound number 1. I don't care what they say about this Ilia Topuria dude. I think you still got to give it to Islam Makhachev. He's got to be number 1. Islam Makhachev is the biggest 155er in the UFC, so it makes sense that he's permanently moving now to 170 pounds. But that opens up a ton of questions. Tons of questions, okay? Let's talk about what he wants to do, okay? What he's thinking, what Team Khabib is thinking, is that, okay, we're putting more muscle on this guy. I see him lifting heavy. He's squatting all this weight, 1 rep max. He's fucking eating whatever his horses are eating out there on that farm. He's taking creatine every day. He looks huge. the biggest Islam Makhachev has ever been. He's enormous. And he's thinking, I'm going to get a hold of Jack Della and I'm going to bring those hips in and I'm just going to smash this guy. Just rip those fucking hips out from the fence. Boom. Just absorb them. That's what they got to be thinking. They got to be thinking, we're going to show this dude a whole other level of wrestling, right? From what Bilal's capable of and from what even Islam's done at 155, because now you're going to get a bigger, stronger Islam Makhachev. But that can backfire, right? Having more muscle on you, you have to supply blood to that muscle. Is Islam Makhachev known as a cardio machine? No. If anything, Islam's been shown to take some deep breaths and slow down a little bit. He's only human after all. Don't put the blame on Islam. You know? But Jack Della's got 5-round cardio, okay? We've seen it. Ask Bilal Muhammad, who has the best cardio in the 170-pound division. He'll let you know. This dude ticks at a high pace, right? So there's a lot of questions about the cardio. There's a lot of questions about how he wears, the more muscle, the larger frame, right? Islam's performance. There's a lot of questions in the air. Now we go up to striking, brother. I don't think we'll ever see Islam in a fight where he's going to get outstruck this bad. Jack Della's striking is fantastic. Islam's got power. He's been special. But everybody he fights, they're all so nervous about the takedown. I think you're finally finding a guy who's like, I could defend that. I can get up if he takes me down. You found that with Volk. And Volk's a fucking 45er. We're 2 weight classes up from that, which was like a split decision, close type fight. Might have been unanimous, but you know what I'm saying? It was a fucking close, controversial fight. Now he's going up 2 fucking weight classes. You guys see where I'm going with this? I'm going Jack Della Maddalena. I think Jack Della Maddalena is going to outbox Islam Makhachev. I believe if he gets taken down, he's popping right back up onto his feet. His stand-ups are fantastic. I believe in the Craig Jones defense. Islam wants to talk about Australia, brother. They have no wrestling, brother. Here is the representative from Australia. Please stand up. Please stand up. I think he will. I think it's going to be a stand-up fight. I think that JDM is going to be throwing bombs, going for it, and comfortable, guys. Comfortable. He's the champ now. Damn, I'm so excited for this fight. Islam Makhachev, obviously the favorite. I saw somebody say Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev is like the Wish version of Conor McGregor and Khabib. This is better. Guys, this is better. Khabib could never strike like an Islam Makhachev and didn't decide to risk it at 170. He don't deserve that credit, And Jack Della Maddalena has better stand-ups than Conor, more fluid combinations, more 5-round cardio, is bigger. A true 170 could never make 55. It's just such a sick fight. I'm so fucking excited, guys. Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. Absolute dream matchup for MMA fans. I will break it down in depth again on my full card predictions show. That will drop, Tuesday? I'll drop that. Might even drop it tomorrow. I'm dropping my 5 most confident predictions tomorrow night, 100%. And maybe I'll even give you guys the full card early. I will be in Arizona throughout the week, so I'll drop the content early for you guys. All right? I've already got plenty of bets out on this thing. I'm super excited for Islam Makhachev versus JDM, but really the entire UFC 322 card is going to be absolutely stacked. Wei Lee versus Shevchenko. Thank you. You're going to make a ladies fight? This is the one to make. Leon Edwards, Carlos Prates, Benil Dariush, Benoit Saint Denis, Sean Brady, Michael Morales. Come on, son. Come on. We're going to have a good time. I will see you guys back tomorrow night for the live. Be live about 10:30 p.m. over here on the West Coast. Come see you, boy. Until next time, it's peace and love.